The ultimatum was delivered at precisely noon, Earth Standard Time, broadcast on every frequency and in every known language. The hegemony's planet-killer weapon, a moon-sized construct of impossible geometries, hung in the sky above Earth like a metallic god demanding worship. Ambassador Threkval's message was simple: surrender unconditionally within one rotation or witness the atomization of your world. Earth's response came not from the gleaming towers of the United Earth government, but from a derelict space station in the asteroid belt that most star charts didn't even bother to mark. Admiral Sarachin, her uniform bearing patches no one had seen in 50 years, spoke with the weariness of someone delivering terrible news. Hegemony forces, this is Admiral Chan of Earth Defense Command. We respectfully decline your terms. You have 1 hour to withdraw beyond the Kuiper Belt. This is your only warning. The laughter from the hegemony fleet echoed across subspace. 3,000 ships, the combined might of 40 conquered species, against Earth's visible defenses of barely 100 obsolete vessels. Threkval's response dripped with condescension. Little Admiral, do you not comprehend? We are the hegemony. We have consumed empires that spanned galaxies. Your world will be dust, your species a footnote. 59 minutes, Chin replied, then cut the transmission. On the bridge of the hegemony flagship, tactical officers exchanged amused glances. Earth was known for its stubbornness, but this was delusion. Their scans showed no hidden fleets, no secret weapons, nothing but outdated defensive platforms and civilian ships hastily converted for war. Sir, the sensor operator reported, we're detecting an anomaly in Earth's outer system. Multiple quantum signatures, but they're wrong somehow. Define wrong. Their reading is both there and not there. As if something is phasing between dimensional states. Threkval dismissed it. Earth was known for clever tricks. But tricks wouldn't stop a planet killer. Begin charging the primary weapon. Let them watch their doom power up. 45 minutes passed. Earth's defensive fleet hadn't even moved to combat positions. They simply held orbit, waiting. The planet below showed no signs of evacuation. No panic. Just an eerie calm that began to unsettle even veteran hegemony officers. Admiral, the communications officer on Chen's ship whispered, "Are you sure they're coming?" Chen's weathered face showed the faintest smile. They gave their word. The Black Fleet always keeps its word. At exactly 1 hour after Chen's warning, space changed. They emerged from nowhere and everywhere at once. Ships of impossible black metal that seemed to drink in light, their hulls covered in geometries that hurt to perceive directly. One moment, empty space. The next, 500 vessels that radiated wrongness on every sensor. The Black Fleet had arrived. What are those things? Threkval demanded. They're not in any database. His tactical officer's scales had gone pale. Sir, I'm reading weapon signatures, but they're not possible. Those energy readings violate 17 laws of physics. The lead black ship broadcast a single message, audio only, in a voice that sounded like grinding metal and dying stars. Earth is under our protection. Leave. This is hegemony space. You have no authority here. We are the authority. Threkval, in a moment of fatal pride, ordered his fleet to fire. 3,000 ships unleashed hell itself, particle beams, antimatter missiles, gravitic distortions that could shred moons. The barrage should have vaporized any fleet. The Black Fleet didn't move. Didn't dodge. The attacks simply stopped existing as they approached. Not absorbed or deflected, but edited out of reality as if they had never been fired. Then the Black Fleet responded. Hegemony ships began disappearing. Not exploding, not breaking apart. Just ceasing to be. One moment a battlecruiser. The next, empty space where it had been. No debris. No energy discharge. No trace they had ever existed except in the terrified memories of those watching. What are they? Someone screamed. On Earth's surface, in a bunker buried beneath Antarctica, a very old woman in a wheelchair watched the tactical display. Director Emma Voss, the last living member of Project Exodus, allowed herself a sad smile. Humanity's darkest secret was finally revealed. 60 years ago, when Earth first detected the hegemony's expansion, humanity had faced a terrible choice. They couldn't match the Empire's technology or numbers, so they chose a different path. 1,000 volunteers, Earth's best and brightest, had submitted to an experimental procedure. Their consciousness uploaded into quantum matrices, their bodies dissolved into programmable matter, their humanity sacrificed to become something else. The Black Fleet wasn't ships. It was people. Humans who had given up everything, form, feeling, even sanity, to become living weapons. They existed between dimensions, neither alive nor dead, sustained only by their promise to protect Earth. Retreat! Threkvel screamed as another 100 ships simply vanished. All units, emergency jump. But space around them had become a cage. The Black Fleet had folded reality, turning escape routes into loops that led nowhere. The planet killer, the hegemony's ultimate weapon, lasted 17 seconds before it collapsed into a point of light and disappeared. The battle, if it could be called that, lasted 6 minutes. When it ended, the hegemony fleet was gone. Not destroyed, but transported to the far edge of their empire with every weapon, every engine, every offensive system surgically removed. They would live, but they would never threaten anyone again. Admiral Chen opened a channel to the Black Fleet. "Thank you, old friends. Will you stay?" The response came in a chorus of voices, human voices distorted by their transformation. "We cannot. To remain is to risk becoming what we fight against. We return to the void, to watch, to wait. But Earth remembers, and so do we. The volunteers, do any of them still? We remember love," the voices interrupted, softer now. "We remember laughter. We remember why we chose this. It sustains us in the dark. Tell Earth, tell them we remember." The Black Fleet faded like nightmares at dawn, returning to whatever non-space they inhabited. Earth stood alone again, surrounded by debris and silence. The galaxy reacted with shock, fear, and awe. The hegemony, reduced to a fraction of its former power, spread word of Earth's guardians. Species that had considered humanity weak realized the terrible truth. Humans had weapons they chose not to use, powers they kept leashed, monsters they had become to protect what they loved. A new phrase entered galactic lexicon: "Don't wake the Black Fleet." But in quiet moments, Earth's children would look at the stars and whisper thanks to those who had given up their humanity to save it. And sometimes, in the space between heartbeats, they could swear they heard voices on the solar wind, singing half-remembered lullabies from 1,000 humans who had become something more and less than human. The Black Fleet slept between the stars, neither living nor dead, waiting for the day Earth would need them again. And the galaxy learned that humanity's greatest strength wasn't in the weapons they used, but in the ones they kept sheathed, and in the people willing to become those weapons when no other choice remained.